How to rationalize the denominator. The first thing we're going to do is multiply the denominator by the conjugate. So the conjugate is multiplied by this square roots 5 plus 2. And what you do to the bottom, you got to do to the top. So square root 5 plus 2. So I'll do the top one first. 3 times square root 5 is 3 square root 5. 3 times 2 is 6, so plus 6. Now we got the bottom. So now we got square root 5 minus 2 times square root 5 minus 2. Now, I'm going to solve this by using the difference of squares formula. Oh, and I said this wrong. Plus 2. I'm going to solve this by using the difference of squares formula. So I'm not actually going to use FOIL to do this. I'm just going to go square root 5 squared minus 2 squared. So square root 5 squared, that cancels out. It's just 5. And then minus 2 times 2 is 4. 5 minus 4 equals 1. So the answer, full answer is, let me go down here, 3 square root 5 plus 6 over 1, which is really just 3 square root 5 plus 6. And for you guys, if you guys are wondering, you know, did I solve that correctly? Did I multiply these correctly? So the square root 5 minus 2, square root 5 plus 2. Let's just do FOIL real quick. So square root 5 minus 2 multiplied by square root 5 plus 2. Just so you guys can see that I did it right. So square root 5 times square root 5 is square root 25. Square root 5 times 2 is 2 square root 5, so plus 2 square root 5. Now we've got to do this one. Negative 2 times square root 5 is negative, oh, 1 second. Get that back there. Negative 2 square root 5. And then negative 2 times 2 is minus 4. All right, so this 2 square root 5 minus 2 square root 5, that cancels out, so that's gone. And now we got square root 25 minus 4. The square root of 25 is 5 because 5 times 5 equals 25. So this ends up being 5 minus 4, and 5 minus 4 equals 1. And that's where I got that 1 from. So that's where I did this right here. Square root 5 squared minus 2 squared also ends up equaling 1. Okay, this is the last one. 4 over square root 3 plus square root 2. So we do the same thing, multiply by the conjugate, so we can get rid of these square roots. So it's going to be square root 3 minus square root 2. The conjugate means the opposite. So right now it's square root 3 plus square root 2. So you go opposite of that, square root 3 minus square root 2. Parentheses. Put my fraction bar. Same thing up here. Square root 3 minus square root 2. And I'm going to do the top first. So the top, I'm just going to go 4 square root 3 times 4 square root 2. So I'm going to do that right here. So it ends up being 4 square root 3 minus 4 square root 2. And then for the denominator, I'm going to use the difference of squares formula. The difference of squares. So I'm going to go square root 3 squared minus square root 2 squared. And that's going to be, it's going to be equal to 3 minus 2, because when you square it, the square root goes away. So that square root goes away when you square it. 3 minus 2 equals 1. So that leaves us with 4 square root 3 minus 4 square root 2 over 1, which is really just 4 square root 3 minus 4 square root 2. There you go. That's it. Y'all have a good one.